What's up everybody, and welcome back to another video right here on the Crypto Grind channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about a brand new project in the AI crypto space. So if that's something that interests you, make sure you're sticking around all the way to the end. Hit that like button because that's the best way to support any YouTube channel. Also remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say is financial advice when it comes to any of these projects. Make sure that if you do want to invest your money, that you're doing your own research, because that's the best thing that you can do to make sure that you're feeling comfortable with any investment. Now, what project am I talking about in this video? It's called Destiny AI. Jumping onto their website, they say that they're promoting AI adoption through simulated sentience systems. So basically what they're saying is they are making projects and making AI that is as human-like as possible. And what they have done is that they've created a project through their project Soul. They've created an AI system called Destiny. You can actually go onto the website and you can talk to Destiny. Now, what's unique about this is that unlike ChatGPT, where your logs are saved, here your logs aren't saved and Destiny actually talks back. So I'm not going to do it now, but it's really easy. You go onto the website, you wait about 10 seconds or so, and you'll get a response from any of the questions that you do ask. So anybody who has used ChatGPT, very similar, except you get a response from Destiny. Other use cases for this project is that they say here they've used proprietary technology. They've created LLM sentient simulation that is as human-like as a machine can get. And one of the reasons why they've done it is that they say that they don't want humans to feel lonely anymore. So there's a bit of a caring factor behind this as well, which is actually quite cool. So there are a lot of people who struggle with mental illness. They feel like they can't talk to anybody. This is actually a way out. And this is something that I really like. It's not just creating these AI projects for the sake of creating them. There's actually a really big use case behind it where people can talk to someone who they feel is human-like, but they might not necessarily feel alone. And obviously we know how helpful that can be. A couple of other use cases that they have is that intelligent human machines, you can use it and customize Destiny to be an educator, an advisor, customer service representative, and basically the sky's the limit. So anything where you would have human thought, you can plug this AI in and you will actually have some pretty good results. Another very interesting use case is around NPCs in games. Now, for anybody who doesn't play games or is not really into gaming, an NPC is a non-playable character. A lot of the times they have scripted content where they will go and give the user a mission or just create general ambience in whatever it is in the game. But it's all scripted, so it's all the same. You might hear the character repeating those lines as you go past them again and again. This with Destiny AI, and they actually are working with a real project called TCG Gaming, which is a pretty big metaverse project itself, is that these NPCs are going to have lines that are not going to be scripted. It is all going to be AI created. So it gives it a massive use case because it's going to have to draw from all over the world, constantly creating new lines. And obviously, every time this sort of thing is used, that's where this token will come through as a gas fee and that sort of thing. So it's very, very, very interesting. Scrolling through the rest of the website, you can see a lot of what I have spoken about. This here is actually Destiny, so you can get a little bit of a clip of what Destiny looks like. And it says here basically she's been created to be empathetic, kind, and benevolent. So basically she cares and she's willing to listen, so to speak, which I do think is actually quite a nice feature. And then they do have a little bit about what their services are. So AI-powered chatbots, standalone AI systems, and obviously AI business integration. A lot of what we've spoken about. You can request a demo as well if you want. That's something that you want to do. The team itself, completely doxed, which is something that you always want to see. You want to understand who the team is. So they have quite a few individuals who are part of the team. They are quite active on their social media as well, and I'll show you that in a little bit. Jumping on to the actual price of this product itself. So we can see here that 405. Now that might scare a lot of people, but remember we are literally right at the beginning of this project. When it comes to that, we've got a market cap of $3 million, and that's extremely low. When you think about how far other AI projects have gone, so for example, if you have a look at SingularityNet, which has had some massive growth in the last little while, reaching a market cap of 300 million, nearly 400 million. that's a 100x from where we are right now. So there's a possibility that we will see 100x for this project in the future if they continue to deliver on everything that they are promising. The supply itself is pretty high, 100 billion coins, but they are buying and burning. They do have a buy and burn scheme in place. Recently, they just hit the 500 holder mark, and as part of their promise when we did hit the 500 mark, that they were going to burn 5 billion coins, and they actually did. They posted on Etherscan link as well, so you can see that those projects and those coins rather, were actually burnt, and they are no longer in existence. We do have a supply of about half, which is pretty good, because that means if you have a look at our fully diluted market cap, we're still only sitting at $6 million, which is extremely low and a really good buying point for anybody who wants to get into a project with a market cap this low. So that is something that's quite cool. Volume is also very low, but I wouldn't worry about that too much because this is a brand new project. Not a lot of people are talking about it. There's not a lot of places where you can actually go and get the coin as well, and because of that, the volume will be low. But I will expect that volume to pick up if we see this rise in popularity, if we see them deliver on what they're promising. Of course, then we're going to see that volume pick up, and anybody who's got in early will be very, very, very happy. Now, another use case for this project that I wanted to show you, which is actually something that blew my mind when I read it, is that they are taking the actual car from the TV show Knight Rider. If anybody knows what it is, Knight Rider was basically a talking car, an AI sort of car that spoke to the driver, and it was actually, you know, a really futuristic show. But they've actually taken the actual car kit from the show, and they've actually equipped it with their AI, and they are doing a roadshow all the way across America, showing off their technology and trying to get the name of Destiny AI out there. So I think that's one of the best ways to do it. You've got a project, you say that it's sentient, that it can talk, that it can be almost human-like. This is how you do it. You put it in a car and make it look really futuristic. So I think that's a really good marketing campaign that they're going through. And yeah, here's just the news article here where it says they're teaming up with Napoleon Smith III, owner, the actual person who owns the car from the TV show, from the 1980s TV show, and they've created a groundbreaking fusion of cutting-edge AI technology and pop culture nostalgia, and they're basically driving the car across the United States, and they should be drumming up more and more VC input and capital as they go along, which of course is really good for the project. Moving on to their Twitter page, you will see that they created this page in February 2023. So the project itself, when I did say it was right at the beginning, I wasn't lying. Only 3 months old, and they've achieved quite a bit in the 3 months that they have started. They only have about 1,300 followers, so again, right at the beginning. And they have an AMA today at the time of recording about their road trip around through America, and probably a few other things around the project as well. So that is one thing that's really cool, is that they're going to be doxing their team members and talking about it, so you can get a feel about what this project is all about. For those of you who would have missed it, I'm sure there will be a recording that you can check out and go and watch and decide if this is something for you. Otherwise, they are pretty active on their social media. Here's the burn that I was talking about, where they did promise that they were going to burn tokens when they hit 500. And of course, they're going to continue that buy and burn back to create scarcity, and obviously it'll drive the price up as things become more and more scarce. Now, lastly, I did want to just let everybody know that I did let my Patreons know first about this project. So everybody who did want to get in, they were alerted a few days before this video. So if that's something that interests you and you want to get in early on some of the projects that I'm talking about, especially these low market caps, Patreon is your best bet. I do feel like there's a level for every single person. If you want to up your crypto game, my Patreon is the best place to be, whether it's getting these videos early or getting alerts, my buy alerts, projects that I'm interested in, and so on. Everybody does get an alert. There's a level for anybody. Even if you want one-on-one time with me about your crypto journey, there's even something like that for you. So if that's something that interests you, check my Patreon out. There is a link in the description. Also, make sure that you're joining the Telegram, the Crypto Grind community Telegram. I really am trying to build a really great community. We've got some great community members already, and we'd love to have everybody a part of that as well. I do have links for a Tangent wallet if something that you want, some hardware, some cold storage for any of your tokens, and also a link to MEXC if you want to go and trade. You get some great trading bonuses right at the beginning. Otherwise, that's all I'm going to be talking about today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.